Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be a very simple haircut today. It's going to be a mullet with a taper fade. I'm going to lift the fringe a little bit towards the back like a pompadour, but more contemporary pompadour. I'm going to add some texture. The hair is going to be loose, flowing backwards, and the nape, I'm going to do a concave nape. And this style is going to be very short with a taper fade, mid to high taper fade. Grooming, spread well. And this style is going to be very simple and easy. I'm gonna take one sweep on the center of the nose. My separation panel now will be triangle, a small triangle from the apex to the highest recession. So the groomings help me when I groom, the hair stays in place. From the apex, before the apex, differ to the crown. Some from here, from the point of my triangle, I'm gonna take another one, sweep, groom, as you can see, I have my triangle. Small triangle is not a V, a small triangle. I'm gonna separate the fringe. So since I want a little bit of graduation here because I'm working with taper fade, I'm gonna do all diagonal back. I'm gonna do a little high because I'm gonna take this above the ears, very short. Groom the hair, diagonal. Here I want to maintain my length because either way I'm going to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my number 3 to debulk. So now, see my diagonal section. Diagonal, pulling the head to my line, and I'm cutting. I'm pulling the hair to a square line here, the first section to a square line because I want this longer, because I want to create something here. But now all the others is gonna be very short because I want this tucked in and this longer a little bit. So following the head shape, but the first section, what I do, the first one I did, I brought it to my square line. I'm not opening up my finger. I don't want to maintain the highest part here, this higher section. I want to maintain lower, smaller, and here a little longer. So now I'm following the head shape. It's going to be a little disconnected here. Just a little bit. And I'm following the head shape around the head. When I get to the center of the head, my finger will be horizontal. So now I have this longer, a little bit of disconnection. If I want to connect the hair, I will bring this hair all the way to this section. The reason why is because I want this longer. Since this hair is going to travel from here to here, this is going to maintain my length, but also I'm gonna give this a little of connection. Bring everything up high. That's it. So now I have my graduation and I have a little bit of length. I'm gonna do a concave nape. It will look like a V, like a triangle. How you take your sections, guys? So how you take your sections, you groom the hair, the back part of your hands, you press it. Now you're taking diagonal, separate. This is the only section you're gonna work with. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring all my new sections to this section, elevated. I'm gonna cut every single one from now on, following the second section that I took. Take another one, cross. See, I'm gonna bring the hair from here all the way to here. I wanna maintain that length, but elevated. Bring it to my line and elevate the hair. So the hair in here is not going to be very, very heavy. Continue to do this until you hit the center of the triangle here, okay? Working with scissors, you're gonna have to learn how to apply patience and learn how to practice. By only watching this, you're only going to observe a little bit. But when you put into practice, everything is gonna start making sense for you. So the hair from here is not traveling all the way to my guide, so there's nothing here. But as you can see how the hair is gonna flow backwards. So now I'm not going to connect the fringe. Find the nose, center the nose between the two eyebrows. So now I'm going to connect behind the ears and I'm going to leave the fringe disconnected, okay? Bring everything, remember, bring everything to this section. So he is going to be disconnected and long. Same thing here. I have a little bit from the top here. And that's it. The fringe will be very disconnected, as you can see. Short and long. Let me find a length that I want to cut from the fringe. Just a little bit. Square, pulling down. Good. I'm going to use a different paste today with a little bit more hold, but this paste also is going to give me a natural look. What the difference is, I want more hold on this one. The palm of my hands, I want to hold it because here on the toupee is going to be high, lifted, and textured. I want volume here. A good way to start finishing and giving a style for this hair and blow dry and style is start from the back as well, putting pressure in the center of the head, and then you start from the crown, and then you move to the apex, to the top, and then you finish with the fringe. Guys, it's time to work on our taper now. Number 3, I'm gonna take a little bit from behind the ears. I'm going to debulk the hair. Pre-closed. So that's how I work. I debulk first, and then I'm gonna do my 0 and below, which is 0 trim and shaver. Right above the ear line, I'm creating my first graduation line. So now working up with my trimmer. I don't even get close to the 0, like a tiny bit below. I stop and I flick and I scoop my foil. The fastest way to finish a taper is debulk, 0 and below, and then descending all guards. So 3, work freehand with the number 2 close, up to number 3, a little bit behind the ears, 2 closed, 1.5 closed. You can use your lever if it's necessary. Up to 2 connecting guards, 1.5 closed, 1 open now, because 1 is already like it cuts very low, so you'll be more on the safe side. Use 1 open and then slightly closing the lever. So half, I can use half now, open 2 all the way to 1, flicking, scooping. So what I'm gonna do, I'm descending all my guards. But remember, you need to work. Fading is very delicate and you need to have precision. So half close now. So the line is almost gone. I have a taper blade on my senior. Now scooping, closing my lever. Remember, you need to go high enough with all guards. Otherwise, you're gonna see a heavy transition down here where you did your first graduation line with 0. You don't want to see that contrast from 0 to dark quickly. You want to see a very nice blend. So last details. I'm connecting where I stop with my number 3 with the length that is longer, and now I'm point cutting, creating my outline. I'm using the tip of my shears to go around the hairline. I can use my trimmer as well, but when the hair is long, I guarantee you the hair long with the trimmers is gonna give you lots of work. See how it's coming out? So I'm point cutting. Ooh, it's coming out beautiful. So now remember, I told you guys we're gonna work on our creativity side. So here, I'm gonna do a V. Concave nape. See how it's coming out? So how do I match both sides now? I check where the line is ending here. It's like a finger width below the ears, and here is gonna be like a finger width below the ears. I can start from here, and then I can kind of match. Both sides, check. Working on details. Zero close, just clean the stubborns. So to be able to finish, I'm gonna apply the same product. A little tip for you guys, I'm going to spread the product and already putting the hair in the place that I want. Okay. So the hair is getting stuck a little bit because the product has lots of hold. But for me, it's good because that's what I wanted. See this side, I'll lift up, and down here, just take it behind the ears. See how it's coming out? A little trick here, no pressure, just like a very low pressure, no heat. I'm going to blow and lift the hair with the pressure only of the dryer, the hair dryer, and I'm going to spray the hair spray right where the air is coming from here, from the blow dryer, and the hair is going to stay in place that as I want it. Okay, no pressure, no heat. Look. So it didn't end, guys. I want to be creative in here. I want to tilt the hair all the way down, all the way. I'm going to pull the toupee forward and spray the hair where the toupee is. It's going to give me an amazing look. Guys, this is the end. This is marvelous. I finished. This is amazing. I'm impressed because working mannequin head is not as easy as you think. I encourage you to, before you cut this style, before you cut any hair, like what I'm teaching here, use a mannequin first, because if you can apply all this and come up with this beautiful piece of art, you can replicate on your clients. Check this out. The fringe now is lifted with a little bit of creativity, tapered backwards, and I want to show you here how I did my concave nape. When I mean concave, because it's longer on the two ends and shorter on the center. Okay, that's how it came out. Really, really good, as you can see. Closer. I really encourage you to do the same, and you can do it even better.